Hello, everybody. So, this video recording stream took a little longer than I was kind of hoping it would take. But it was kind of a process to unlock everything. Mostly just doing multiple playthroughs to just have all the stuff in terms of the weapon upgrades and stuff, because I like to show off all the weapons and stuff that you can get, the stats of the stuff and whatnot. So for this, I'm going to use the OG costume ish, I guess. I don't really like the look of the cat set, but I'll use it just because for convenience. So we're just gonna do a new playthrough. You can see how many it took. This is actually my 9th playthrough, because I did the S Plus run, obviously not on the save, but this is the save I have everything on now. So we're gonna just start this. Pro, I will be watching all the cutscenes, which I normally have a habit. I feel like I said a word wrong. I normally have a habit of skipping cutscenes, so I'm gonna try my absolute darndest to not skip a cutscene. Now, I do want to kind of voice a potential problem that may occur in this, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But in the last S Plus stream that I had done, or not S Plus, but the S, well, I'll let this play. Don't want to talk over it. I will also be giving my review of this as we go, talking about things I like or dislike.
Parece que me toca bailar, hermano.
That's no way to finish a dance. Your favorite, I believe?
Excellent timing, Ada. You know how I feel about being tied up. And yes, many thanks. You see, those annoying monks took everything from me.
Including the amber?
No, cleverly hidden just before they grabbed me.
Well, then lead the way.
My pleasure.
So,
Here we go. This way.
Is it close?
it really won't
No,
likely be a problem.
but it's safe.
No amber,
Gonna
no
let him
deal.
talk.
You know the terms.
We're good. We're good. What do you
I'm gonna raise my audio really quickly. I don't know. It's good enough. I'll just raise it a little bit.
want with it anyway?
I don't know. Yet.
Alright, so In cutscenes, it probably won't really be much of a problem, but in the last S stream we did on New Game Plus, it was just really a practice run on a previous save. Uh, there was a problem with audio desync, kind of. It was like by like a second. It was like it was really minor. Um, so I'm kind of just doing this preemptively here, but I know it looks ugly. Um, but to kind of avoid, I don't know what would cause it. Maybe lag. So I'm sorry, but the game is just gonna have to look kind of ugly. But I would rather the game not have any desync audio problems because it can be a pain in the ass to edit, you know. So I did want to discuss that. So I guess we can start this off by just examining some of the items, just so everybody can see what they look like. I mean, most of you probably have seen this stuff, but I will do this just because it's tradition when I do these runs. I just do it. Now, I'm missing, obviously, some items in my inventory, but we'll come across those as we go. Mostly just for the text. Have a meme fish in my inventory for some reason. And then for some reason I just have 4 of this, but yeah, sure. Alright. We'll be checking rooms and doors without keys because the alternative dialogue. Sometimes there'll be talks about it.
Oh, break's over, I suppose.
Now, I'll do that probably next run. I still need to do the achievement for not talking to the merchant, not healing. I can probably get no healing this run. So, at the very least, we can do that. Also, I don't think he shows up until you beat the game once, the DLC. So, we're going to go through the storage really quick and just kind of... I'm going to have to talk to him anyway to trade the treasure. Actually,
for a reason, stranger.
Is there anything he... Nah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I don't already have, but whatever. We'll just temporarily dump these weapons so we can take a look at the other stuff. For the video, if you don't have any interest in any of this stuff, you can skip ahead. But if you like seeing the weapon models and stuff... when I did the original RA4 Remake story... what am I looking for that? I did the aiming and stuff as well, but I just... Most of the weapons... I don't know. I feel like that's not really that big of a deal. This run I will also, like the last one, try to use different weapons as we go. But I kind of wish that if there was a part equipped, it would just send automatically with the part, but... okay. Where is the red knight? There it is. It's kind of hard to get a picture. Okay, the blacktail. That. And that. Regular knife. Gotta still get the blacktail. What am I trying to do? I don't remember if this has different text, so I'll pull out the regular rocket launcher as well. Literally just looks the same. There you go. Alright, now we'll do the scope and stuff. Gotta pull out the other rifle. Where... It's already in Mandarin? Yeah, okay, it is. Quick run through of all the scopes. This wouldn't be this cursed if it was like an automatic or fully automatic, but... I don't really mind that scope on the M16, M4 looking gun in Leon's campaign, but the iron sights are pretty good all by themselves. Biosensor now. Alright, that should be everything. We don't need this in our inventory right now. I'll just keep it. I mean, I do plan on using it later in the story, so... Alright. I gotta pull out the other stuff. This might be a pain in the ass, though. Okay, never mind. So, I will discard this stuff just for the room. I don't plan on picking up a lot of stuff. Hopefully. There's nothing the merchant really sells, so maybe I'll try to get the no merchant as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna get started here. You gonna say something? No? Alright. Also, we're gonna cheese all the bosses. I'm sorry if you want to see a hard-fought fight, but I don't know. I don't want this to be absurdly long, and anytime I can kind of cut back, I would like to try to do so. I just don't think it's necessary, so... Kind of the benefit of having these weapons and earning them.
We've got company. They're looking for us. But we're taking the high road. Got it?
Understood.
Up you go, Luis.
Arriba y listo.
Oh my god, who is that?
Fetch the amber. We'll meet up later.
No! Sorry, what kind of a man
The
leaves a
tracker.
lady... Then we meet at the church. Let's not make it a funeral, eh?
I'll try to get all the dialogue from the fight, I guess. If there's anything else she says. I kind of like this a little bit because it's kind of, in my mind, kind of similar to how,
And stay
in the
gone.
beta of RE4 that everybody in this who's into Resident Evil probably has seen by this point. But, you know, kind of being, Leon would have these hallucinations, and in the beta, I remember reading he was supposed to die at the end, which thankfully that plot never panned out, but
Wrong way.
still would have been interesting if, would have been interesting if we ever saw, like, a proper beta of it, like, what was it, the 30% demo? Ah, man, of the RE2 1.5. Who knows if we'll ever see that 80%. Was it the 80% demo that some guy was, like, fucking holding hostage?
Control, come in. Louise hit the amber, but I've sent him to retrieve it. Control, do you copy?
I'm listening. Go on.
We ran into some unexpected trouble.
And? What will you do about it?
Louise is already en route to the church. I'm tracking him every step of the way.
Very well. Then I suggest you hurry.
Copy. Just need to confirm my route first. Heading out to get a visual of the area.
There will also be heavy spoiler discussions in this playthrough, so that's not your sort of thing. Yeah. So this is the first thing I kind of want to complain about, but then I'll talk about something I like. So, I'm playing on PC right now. I really don't like that run and this are the same button by default. I am not a fan of that. There have been numerous times where I'm trying to just run and I accidentally just hit the ship button, so not really a fan of that.
I wonder what that is.
Now, if you're just interested in speed running, kind of a thing that I know,
That looks dangerous.
I don't
Better
watch
check
streamers,
carefully.
but if you don't have to look look at this or this, you just have to look at this, and then you can back out. But we're
That's
going
where I
for all
need
the
to go.
dialogue.
Stick to the high
yep.
ground. You have the means.
It's over, Anakin.
Don't forget your mission. The Amber. Nothing else matters. Wrap this little tour up and bring it to me.
Understood. But maybe a little sightseeing first.
So this might be a little tricky, but well, what I'm gonna do later. But you can kind of somewhat stealth this area. So I'm gonna kind of just show... Obviously, you can be a lot quicker than this. But... yes, you can run behind them if you're quick enough. And you know, you don't mess about. Only really be picking up money and things that I haven't looked at yet. Now, I might miss something. This hasn't been out for too long. So... it'll happen. I'll probably miss something. Sure. If I'm looking at something like a file or anything, feel free to pause. Yeah. So, I'm going to use the cannon, or bring it up, but I'm not going to use the cannon. There is another method you could do. That isn't the infinite rocket launcher. The infinite rocket launcher is a viable method. Obviously, you can just snipe everybody here. With the better scope. But... and yeah, you can, of course, just do this. You could go boom, 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 and that blows them all up, right? You could very well do that. But there's a better method. Now, this is really only applying to New Game Plus, but you can totally blow these up, these two up. You're just almost out of reach for this one. I mean, maybe there's a specific spot you can do, but even from there, it's kind of hard to hit. So, maybe well, it'll just be quicker to use the rocket launcher, but yeah, you can totally do that. Now look at the regular herb. We still need the green, green, green. And the triple, so... started on that. So for the area up ahead, it's kind of tricky. I don't know why that guy's kind of over there. That's kind of strange. That's really abnormal. What must have happened was he heard me running up there, which is really strange. So we're going to do this the slow way. Normally he's looking off there, but he had to have heard me up there, which is really weird. That's never happened before, but it happens. So you can kind of stealth this whole area up to a point. But there will come a point where it doesn't really matter. So you can run through this, it won't matter. But I believe once you go up there, they'll see you. But you don't want to get the destroy any catapults challenge. You could totally do that. It'll be easier to just run there. You could very well do that. This is only here on New Game Plus. So we could break this. Ah, fuck it. We'll just do it this way. Now this will trigger a cutscene and alert. alert like it's Metal Gear or something.
Things are heating up. I'll need to disable the catapults.
I want to do this anyway to try to kill as many enemies as possible, but I can do this. Can I reach that? I don't think I can. I'll try. I'll try. Like I said, there will be cheese. There's definitely more. Like down here. Usually like to get together down there. Is that all of them? Might be. Even if it's not, doesn't really matter. Alright, I want to try and see if I can hit. I just don't think it has the distance. I mean, maybe there's like a really... I don't know. Now I'll try to see if I can get some canon dialogue. I don't remember if there is any, but we're gonna check. Hope I don't get hit by a meme. What would you call something thrown by a catapult?
That did the trick.
Yeah. So you can... There's like no bullet drop with any of these. The hit, yeah. This guy's kind of being a meme lord, so... This guy's trying to meme too. Okay, so there's this guy, which... I think he vanishes if you fly over there, but... Stopping point to say I'm here. The big alarm going. Okay, that might or might not be everybody, but we're just gonna move on. I'll try to see if I see any in the distance following me. So I would like to kill as many as possible. I don't really need the money anymore, but sure, why not? So, something I do like in this game, and this is kind of a spoiler, is, I like how Wesker, toward the end, is a little bit more involved and actually does some work for once. I mean, he does work in other games, but I don't know. It's kind of like when people say, is there a guy, like, over there? Someone over there? Did I see that? Or is it just like it must have been an Ash, like, yeah. I don't know, people like to say that he doesn't really do anything, but I like seeing him actually do things.
Nothing personal.
So, this is one of the weakest chapters in my opinion. It's too short for my liking. I wasn't really impressed with the length of this chapter. It's kind of eh. I understand, though, that maybe for balance reasons it was done because you fight a boss right off the get-go, but... I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of it. I'd say that the game doesn't really get anywhere until you get into the first real merchant. That's when the game really starts for me, personally. Also, bringing back this track was just a very good thing. I'm happy that they brought this song back. I'm gonna save just for crash reasons. Now, this might be a part, it might be a long stream, I don't know. It depends. I wasn't going to stream today because a friend was going to have a birthday
So he wants
thing
me
going
to
on.
retrieve the amber.
But
An
it might not
object
actually
of
be his
ill
birthday,
omen.
and he might have been memeing, but we were gonna do something later.
What terrible
as
actions
friends.
will be done in its name, and who will pay its dark cost? Because in this world, someone always pays. Best not to ask who or why. I understood that. Made my peace with it. Until that one night in Raccoon City changed everything.
Also, if you're wondering why my game's graphics are really low, aside from the desync, it's because I am one of those people that suffer with the stupid D3D error crashes. Unless it's on, like, low,
I'm heading to meet Luis at the
0.5.
rendezvous point now.
I'm
So.
seeing increased movement from Los Eliminados. Don't get careless.
Copy. Ada out.
I will show that off just so everybody can see what I'm talking about. If this isn't on this, my game crashes. Even though I actually have 16 gigabytes of RAM, but for some reason, you know, it doesn't want to. I don't know. It does this for RE3. It does this for RE2. It's a fucking port thing. I don't know.
Almost at the church.
Now, I could stealth this, but because I've already done that before, I kind of just want to speed things along. But yeah, I might have to do this in parts, just because...
Lights out.
Did I really not see that guy? Where is he? This is something that's a general feature about this game I don't like. It's realistic, but I really fucking hate this shit like this. Like, gameplay-wise, it's just so annoying. But, whatever. I don't want to get killed by that. We haven't looked at the kitchen knife yet. Looked at the boot knife. Alright. I think the only ammo type we need to look at still is the shotgun ammo. There's the red herb. Yep. Now, obviously, we've already seen what that looks like, so I'm gonna save this for a yellow red for the text. Now, there's something kind of interesting you can do here. Not, well, interesting, it's just funny. You can actually... Okay, let me not blow myself up. If you angle this right, you can actually... I mean, not with the... I mean, you can use the crossbow. That works too. Or a regular grenade, but you can trigger the door like that. You have, like, a grenade. If you throw it right, you could probably get the gate to open or something. But, yeah. There should be a woman with a Molotov cocktail jumping down here. I'll just get this just in case. She will come down here sooner or later, I believe. Whatever. I mean, she'll whatever. Well, like I said, if you don't like that I'm using the rocket launcher, sorry, but I don't want this to take, like, I don't know. I'm not going to use the rocket launcher only this run, but I will definitely abuse the fuck out of it when I feel like it, so. Whatever, I don't need that. Now we can show this off. And that should be all the herbs. Herb combinations? No, sorry. This will be all the herb combinations now. I do want to also mention, just as a word of warning for the people on YouTube, if at any point I say... Hold on.
I'm seeing quite the crowd here. I wonder what has them so riled up.
The president's daughter. Undoubtedly.
Couldn't have picked a worse time.
Consider the village infected. Complete local saturation.
I've read the file. I'll see what
Nice
I can
reference
do.
to the global. Local. It's smaller. Local saturation, not global. He's not RE5 yet. But I'm gonna give a warning. My mic has a problem where when I do the mute and unmute button, there can be like a noise, like a pop noise, right? Like that. Kind of, sometimes it can be kind of high volume. So I'll give a warning to people whenever I mute, just so you can lower your volume or whatever. I don't think I'll have to do that, because there's no one else but me home. But with cats, you never know when some stupid stuff goes down, so... That includes the unmuting of the mute, so... I'd say that if I mute, and you see my screen move or something, then I'm probably back. I mean, you don't have to mute the audio, but... You're skipping ahead. Or just listening lower, I guess, would work too. So this area up ahead, you can obviously stealth, but there's kind of something you can do. More enemies will spawn, I believe. Kind of just alert everybody. Last time I got a guy to come through here, but I haven't seen it since, and I don't know why that's the case, but I had a guy that literally ran through here, and it's kind of weird. So, I don't know. I've never been able to see it since it's happened more than one time, but... I don't know why I picked it up. Once we get to the... the merchant, we'll try some different weapons out. Now, I missed an item. But I'll go back. So back in that area here, right, when you go through the double doors right here, that house right here all the way in the back, there's some handgun ammo like right there on the crate, right there. There's also 2 barrels right here. And there's obviously the green herb right there. Hold on, my cats are being bad. I'm gonna mute 1 second. Okay, so you now have an example of what the noise is. Maybe it wasn't as bad, but yeah, my cats are not, I don't know. I had a habit, I say my cats, but they're not my cats, they're someone else's. Yeah, and there were the barrels, but I'm gonna try to make sure I show everything, so if I don't show it, then I'll mention it. That really doesn't include all the drops, but... Well, drops from enemies, minus the treasure. So yeah, there's some stuff there. I'm not gonna pick up every single item from these, but... I will destroy the barrels. I missed the beer shine. You remember when everybody was like, the cable car is gonna be here? Nice meme. crows can, or ravens, whichever they are, can still drop. I don't feel like getting a closer inspection. Okay, what is the meme here? Yeah, they drop money and stuff. Still.
Leon, why am I not surprised? So kind of you to keep our friends busy. Let's see if we can find another route to the church. This way looks promising.
Kind of hard to see with the blue laser here. Alright, so I don't plan on using this long, so I'm going to use the bolt rifle. Good enough. Use this for a little bit. Those people probably will have this by this point. So, you can snipe her with a regular scope here. It's kind of hard, but you could do it.
Lights out.
But I'm obviously going to just use the regular scope. That guy can be a plaga sometimes. I will also be doing all the challenges as is normal. Where was this one again? I don't think I can see it from here. Probably not. Alright. Wait, is it up here? Yeah, it is. Now, I'm not gonna pick up the last one just because I want to pick up the challenge pile, but... sometimes in these remakes, I have to fight the controls because of the weird turning. Now, there's a file up ahead, like I said. You can pause at any point to read them, but I'm not gonna go super long pauses to read, so just kind of flash through them, and
That's one job done.
like I said, feel free to pause the video and you can look at them. But yeah. Any comment on not knowing? All right. Now for this, I don't know what the deal is, and I'll show you what I'm talking about after we get the next cutscene or two, but there's something that might be New Game Plus only, I'm not sure. Okay, that's weird. He normally just comes out of the door. That is bizarre. Sometimes in this game, the AI really is unpredictable, and they're kind of just weird.
Stood up again. Sounds like he could use a little help.
Ding dong, dinner served. Come and get it.
La campana. Hay que obedecerla.
Él nos invoca.
This guy's nuttier than candy bar shit. That's a Left 4 Dead reference. You didn't know.
Tenemos que servir.
Al Lord Sattler Todopoderoso.
Don't worry, Leon. First time's free. Don't keep me waiting, Luis.
Also, because I'm using a hard drive, my game might be slower. Or it will be slower load, so. And if you don't know the reason why I'm still using a hard drive, blame Western Digital. Western Digital screwed me over with the SSD I bought.
Somewhere in the vicinity of the forest. Expect the worst.
That's near Mendez, isn't it? He has a house there. Could be worth taking a look.
Do it. I'll see what I can find from my end.
Also, I did realize something, so just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna Alt-Tab. It totally slipped my mind about this, actually. Yeah, I can raise my audio a little bit more. Like, by a lot. I'm kinda hoping that wasn't too big of a deal, but I will lower my audio again. My master volume on my PC, like the volume right here was like at 62, so kind of a fuck up on my part, but again, scuff is just gonna happen.
Should have known he'd be trouble. I bet Leon's here to save her.
So for this, I will turn down the music, and there's a reason for that. Where is it? To hear a very specific detail, which you pay attention. You go up here. Hold on, let me also... Something else, okay. You can hear Ashley kind of like in the original. You can hear her crying. If you're into that sort of thing, I guess. And also kind of see through the... It'd probably be nicer to see through if the church... Also, I don't know if other people can hear this, but sometimes you'll hear like these... I don't know, that was kind of a masculine side, but I don't know. I can't tell sometimes if it's like a bug. Like it's Leon's sire, or if it's just the voice actress has a natural side like that, or it's maybe not even her. I don't know. Actually, you know what that might be? Because you hear it too. You hear that breathing, right? Is that her, or is that like a guy up there with her? That'd be weird, though. Let me move away. I don't know. I don't know. Turn the music back on, though. But yeah, you can hear her crying. Did you say anything about the store? I never really looked at it. I think the voice volume still would have been fine, but... Okay, so here's the oddity, right? This guy drops glasses, and when I was playing on my regular game, I couldn't get 3 sets to spawn. So this might be a New Game Plus only thing. I'm not entirely sure, but... Now, I don't think they'll attack you unless you shoot at them, because then they will attack you for sure. I know that for certain. But... I think the glasses are... New Game Plus only. Which is kind of a weird thing, but whatever.
Hey, stranger. So what are you buying?
You've picked quite the place to set up shop, stranger.
Aye, and look what it brought me. Well,
I like-
now, let's make our first time doing business a memorable one.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong in this, but I don't remember Leon actually having a conversation with him before. I like that. I like that, you know, she actually speaks to him. You know what I mean? I mean, again, maybe I'm forgetting Leon doing that, but I don't know. I'm like, my memory's like, okay, I don't really remember
Dealt
it.
with a request. Welcome. Good stuff.
Oh, I talked to the
I've got
merchant.
something
Whatever.
new for you.
I have to do it to complete the challenges and stuff, so whatever. It's fine. This is actually fine, too, because we can show the prices of everything.
I'll buy almost anything.
I mean, I'm not going to do this for every single item. That would be mostly just the weapons. We'll start it here. See the prices of the fully upgraded weapons. Alright. And also... So, this is kind of bait on a second playthrough.
Oh, my back is killing me.
I would like to believe that most
Years
people
haven't been
don't have a
kind
bad
to
memory
us.
and just kind of recognize after a first playthrough where everything is. Admittedly, because I checked literally every corner, I didn't miss a treasure. And I never really referred to the map for a missing treasure, so... You definitely don't need this for a second playthrough. It's maybe your first, but you don't need this. This is a waste of money. You know, and you'll have to buy it every single time. I don't know if that's intentional, but you have to buy it every time you play, so... Yep. That's kind of just advice if you're a new player. New playthrough. Every challenge, you want to buy the next cheapest key when you see it. You want to prioritize the keys. The only other thing that you might ever trade for, aside from the ticket toward the end, is these two items for the crown that you'll get
There's
later.
some things money can't buy.
Now, obviously, I can trade for everything else because I have everything, but I'm going to get the keys
Good instincts. Hope to see you again.
because I want to show
soon,
everything,
stranger.
so... So this is storage. In fact, since I've already spoken to him, I'm going to sell my stuff.
I have some new welcome. Came into some other bits and bobs too, mate. Your valuables.
Yeah, we could check that out. Now, I'm not going to obviously check every single gemstone combination. That would take way too long. So I'll just show everything by its base. Because I think that's reasonable. I'll show this off. I mean, because this is from the last save, but why not, right? If I have it already, I'll do it. That's a bug. Nice. Yeah, kind of weird. I don't know why ordinary glasses would be. But whatever. Yeah, this is a bug that still happens. I don't know what the deal is with that, but sometimes objects don't fade. So you'll need 3 of these and then 2 of the yellow diamonds. This is from the, again, spoiler, U3 fight. Yeah, it seems to happen, I don't know, quite easily. Alright, yeah, sure, the keys, why not? Okay, anything else that I wanna... Oh, we can actually read the text from this. I'll still show it off. I'll still show it off.
Suit yourself, stranger.
I didn't saw everything though.
Welcome.
Had a distraction there.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The
I'm gonna
price,
hold on to that.
that's
make the
our
shotgun
choice
ammo.
to make.
There's no situation in which I need these anymore.
A deal well struck. Come.
For this fight, obviously, next boss fight we're gonna cheese again, just for simplicity. I think I can make the shotgun ammo now. No, but I'll make this. It'll be easier to come by the shotgun ammo.
Sadler, the leader of the cult.
And again... Well, never mind. Am I crazy? Was never mind.
Won't let me go so easily, huh?
That was my fault. That was really dumb of me. Whatever. Do not expect any kind of parrying in this. Sometimes she'll say things after kicking him, but I don't know. It's not happening. Oh, it's so messed up. God.
Not fond of that, are we?
Alright. Sometimes, see, that's one thing about this game. It's just the thing with the game. Sometimes, like, knifing or getting, like, a simple click doesn't, I don't know, just doesn't want to comply.
What is wrong with me? Okay. Now for the village chief's house.
Grenade there. Looking for shotgun ammo. Is there any going back through here? There is. I think it's kind of funny. Maybe this is wrong when assuming, but I think it's kind of funny that this implies that the canon is Leon does go through here. He does try to go up there and he falls. That's funny. shotgun ammo. It's always there. Okay, that should be all the
I think I'll pass.
pickup stuff. Like I said, I'll still show off everything, but... mean to do that, but... Sure.
Rotten. Burning flesh. I thought I'd left that life behind.
One more item over here. I don't know why my nose is getting stuffy all of a sudden. Yeah, this ugly loading thing is a product of... Oh, yeah.
Your blood has accepted the gift.
Like how he's more concerned about the hat.
Gift. My blood.
Look at that. Look at that energy. He just doesn't even care. Like he totally knows she's there. Just doesn't care. He's like, whatever. You're nobody. Who are you? Alright. That's gonna do it for the first part. Mostly because I want to see audio levels. Next part will definitely be longer. It's also because I want to go to sleep because I have to be ready for friends want to do some stuff later. So, yep. But yeah, we will continue probably tomorrow. Be longer. Might even beat the game next episode. So, yeah. Alright, we'll see everybody probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the day after for sure. So, yeah. See ya.